Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to yet another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Kay. If you're a returning Savi, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Make sure, if you're new, make sure you don't leave without actually subscribing. Please do subscribe and make sure that you comment down below and let me know if you're new so that I can welcome you properly. Yes, so today is Sunday and the time now is 18:39, so it's almost like 7 p.m. and I'm about to cook. So this video will come out on Sunday, and when this video comes out, when you see this video, know that I am not in Cape Town anymore. I am in Kruger National Park. I'm gonna be on vacation, so I'm going on vacation. So when you see this video, please if you comment and I don't say anything, note that I'm in Kruger National Park, and a lot of places there, they don't have a reception. There's no network, so I might not be able to connect with you. I might not be able to comment. So after 2 weeks, I will be able to comment to you, right? So please don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. So today I'm gonna be cooking, right? I'm gonna be making curry, and I was thinking of making the actual roti from scratch. So for the first time, I've never done roti from scratch, like roti myself. I've never done it at all. So I'm gonna be doing roti with you guys. We're gonna be cooking that roti. We're gonna be doing that roti for the first time. I hope it tastes super good. But yeah, so I wanted to just introduce this one, and then after that, then we can just quickly, I might do like a voice over, and on the voiceover will explaining and stuff like that. And also the recipe will be on my actual description box if you want to do it yourself on your side, and you've never done it before, if you've never seen it before, please let me know also if you are going to try this recipe. So thank you so much. So let's get cooking, my honeys. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, I'm doing it. Before all the steps, make sure that you boiled your water and let it sit for at least 5 minutes. So you need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 spoons of canola oil, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of salt for taste. Add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, add 2 spoons of canola oil, add 2 spoons of butter, add 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix all your contents together. I was using a different oil here, a blended oil, and whatever oil that you prefer, it works on this recipe. So you will take your water after 5 minutes. The water should be cool enough, not cool really, it must stay warm. Make sure that the water is still warm but not boiling. So the water must be hot or whatever, but it shouldn't be boiling. That's why you must let it sit for just 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes, so that you're not gonna burn yourself when you do all that. So you will mix all the contents all together, and when you see that they are mixed, because they're not gonna be fully mixed, you can start with adding your water. So you will add your water and make sure that you check if the water is less or the water is a lot, because you don't want the consistency of your dough to be too wet or to be too dry, because we are gunning for that fluffiness and that buttery feeling of this roti. So it also depends on how you like your roti, but roti should be fluffy, it should be buttery, it should just melt in your mouth in order for you to enjoy it with any of the things that you like to enjoy. I love to enjoy my roti with some stew or some curry, a very spicy curry. I love that. Now you need to actually mix everything together with your hand, because you don't want to kill that flour. So you don't need to use any of the electric blenders and whatever. you just need to mix it with your hand. And as you can see here, I'm actually adding more flour because my dough became a bit wet, so I used too much water. So you're just going to make sure that you mix it well together and make sure that every content that you had inside, or every content that you mixed there, it's all blended together, because you don't want to taste too much salt, you don't want to taste canola oil, also you don't want to taste that butter. As much as this whole thing must be buttery, you don't want to make it too much on one side and the other ones don't really have it. So now I'm mixing everything together here, making sure that everything is all put together before I can actually take this whole thing to the next level, which is the next step. While I was still here, can you please do subscribe? Make sure that you hit your notification bell in order for you to be notified whenever I am posting new videos. We do vlogs here, and also we love to cook, and now and then I will also share my actual talents when it comes to sewing. And also on top of that, we are planting here. We love to eat some things that we actually planted ourselves, right? And I hope on your side you're also excited, or it gets you excited that we do things ourselves. You don't need to go and buy. You can buy products to actually do things yourself, but you don't have to buy everything. So back to the recipe. So you're mixing up your stuff. As you can see, it's taking forever for me to mixing because I want everything to be in the same page. I want every little details, every little Mrs. Canola oil there, Mrs. Butter to mix together. They must marry each other. So I'm gonna make a roll here, like some ball shape like stuff, and then obviously you need to cover your actual container or bowl that you're using. You need to cover it with I always prefer cling wrap, because obviously cling wrap doesn't give me problems to cover it. I just cling wrap it, and that's all. So I prefer cling wrap. As you can see that it's a ball shape, like there's no, you don't add any raising material, like for example what you call baking powder. You don't have to add your yeast and stuff like that. You just need to do it as I said you must do it. Just do it the way that I did it, and you will get to enjoy the actual roti. So I'm covering it here. I'm gonna let it sit for approximately 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes, so that this flour, all-purpose flour, can form. So within this space, I'm gonna prepare my surface where I roll my stuff. When I bake whatever, this is where I use it, because I don't have an island in my kitchen. So I'm cleaning my actual surface, and I'm gonna sprinkle it with a bit of flour, so that the actual dough is not sticking on the surface when I work. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just sprinkle it and make sure that it is enough surface for you to roll your actual stuff, right? So now what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be trying to make it combine together, like what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make it combine together to cling to each other. They must marry each other. As I'm saying, they must marry each other, guys. So after doing this, obviously I'll have to cut my dough. So I'm gonna cut it in small pieces. So on this one I got 10 of these rotis. If I'm not mistaken, it was 10 of these rotis. And by the way, I was fixing the camera here. It was not doing the things that I want it to do. But anyway, so I'm about to cut it in pieces. So you cut, if you want to do 10, then you need to know how much do you need, how big do you need it to be, and make your flour your friend, because you don't want everything to stick anywhere. You don't want the dough to stick on your hands. You don't want it to stick on the surface that you actually using to do the rolling. So here, as I said, I'm about to cut it, and here we go. I'm gonna cut it. There we go. I'm cutting it. So I'm gonna cut all the actual pieces that I need, which is the small pieces that I need. And also depends on the pan that you're using, and it also depends on the size of the roti that you want. Maybe someone wants a roti that is the size of a I don't know, a huge size, like a record breaking roti, but here I just wanted the normal size roti. So after this step, obviously I'm gonna be rolling it. I don't want to get to the point of rolling it. I'm just gonna quickly tell you what will happen at the end, because we've covered the actual things that are important. So when I do this one, I just cut the pieces that I need. Then after that, I'm going to actually roll it in like ball shape stuff, so that it can be easy for me to actually flatten it with a roller. So after this step, I'm going to remove everything and flatten one at a time. And at that time, my pan is heating up with medium or low heat, and I'm just gonna roll it flat to the size that I need. And make sure when you roll it, guys, when you flatten it each side once. Each side you have to put you have to make sure that you flip it now and then. You flip it now and then, so that it doesn't stick on the surface. So you make sure that you get to the right consistency. So also make sure that when you flatten it, all the areas are almost the same size. They are as flat as each other, like they must be flat as each other. As you can see here, I'm rolling and then I flip it to the other side. I'm rolling, flip it. That's the movement that you need to do all the time until you get that flat surface, like flat. And it must be as flat as possible, but make sure that it doesn't tear up, and make sure that it doesn't create holes, right? So after all this that I'm doing here, I'm obviously going to go, when it's flat enough, I'm obviously going to go to my pan and put it on my pan. The pan is warm. The pan doesn't have anything. I didn't grease the pan and anything. I just want it to go in the pan as it is and just roast. I think I can call it roasting, because this is not really frying. It's roasting. You're roasting the dough to make roti. So this is what I'm doing. Make sure that you try to make it flat. Sometimes it might not work out right. As you can see here, this was my very first roti that I've done in my life. This is my very first roti. So it will create a bit of bubbles. Those bubbles, don't worry about them. It's supposed to have those bubbles. That's how the roti is. But make sure that you turn it. Now and then it needs to be turned it. And you can see that it has those brown spots. That's coming, all right, honey. This is my very first roti. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So the other pot right there, it's my curry. So I am going to glaze it, or to actually brush it with butter, just to get that buttery softness, that melting softness and everything. So this is how it looks, guys. It is perfect. For the first time that I do this roti, this is very perfect. I think I like it on my side, and I cannot wait to do it again. Now I'm gonna be doing it as an experienced person, right? So anyway, yeah, so thank you so much for watching till this one. Subscribe. So I'm gonna let it go on as it is. Make sure that you check out this recipe on the description box. I'll try to put it down there on a description box. And as I said, I'm not gonna be around to answer questions and stuff like that. I will be away for 2 weeks, so have a fantastic one. I'll catch you on the other side. So dinner is done and I am going straight to bed now. It's like an hour since I ate. So I'm going to bed. I'm going to clean my face and whatever, and go to bed because tomorrow I've got an early morning. And I hope you enjoyed this part of the segment when we were doing our first ever roti. I'm so excited. It looked so good and it tasted very delicious. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment down below if you are new so that I can welcome you properly. And if you've been here, please do comment down below. Let me know what you want to see and I will see you on my next upload. As I said, when you see this video, I am no longer in Cape Town. I am in somewhere in Limpopo, Mpumalanga sections in Kruger National Park for my vacation. I hope and pray that you will take care. I'll see you. Have a fantastic one. Peace.